You're listening to a best of broadcast of the RH3 Show. For more about the broadcast, please visit therh3show.com.
And now we're pleased to bring you our feature presentation.
I know I gotta raise them down, raise them cause they call me to switch. Go ahead, cause I know I gotta give it up. If anybody wanna come and praise the Lord, come on and praise the Lord. Come on and give them praise them cause they call me to switch.
My old status that's from sinner to saint. As winners we can't live by the picture they paint. Because they know they own the inner restraint. So we must live out our lives with a sense of restraint.
What's going on, my fellow people? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Red, host of the RH3 Show. And guess what, you all? I'm live. I hope y'all can hear me. I think everything is working and everything is going well right now. But we got a great show planned for you on today. Sorry about the little 30-minute delay, but you know what? We're going to keep it rolling until about 7:30, 7:45. I'll give y'all your full hour. But if you hear me now, just make sure you promote and helping me get back into the swing of things and help me get my my listeners back. And so hopefully I can do that with our app. So download the app WPOP Radio from your smartphone app stores, and I'll try to put a notification out in just a few minutes to all our app listeners. All right, so we got a great show planned for you on today. I got an announcement, y'all. We got new people. We got a new family member joining us here on WPOP Radio, and I'll let you all know about that in just a moment. So keep it where you got it, y'all. It is a great day here on WPOP Radio on the RH3 Show. We also got the Inside Scoop with Red. That's where we give you our honest, our unscripted opinion on today's world and entertainment news, real life topics, grown folks discussion with that with the Real Talk with Red. You know, we got that as well. And so we also got our topical discussion. We're going to be talking about. We're going to continue our biblical dating series, and I think we're talking about just friends or whatever. And you know how. Y'all, we're gonna get into it. I love it, y'all. And I'm gonna be back in just a second, take a few commercial breaks, and continue to let y'all know how my long week been, and just, hey, keep it where you got it. I love to be here. I'm loving it, y'all. I'm just loving it. Keep it where you got it. I'll be back. It is your boy Red right here on the RH3 Show. I'll be back in a minute.
You're listening to a best of broadcast of the RH3 Show. For more about the broadcast, please visit therh3show.com.
Are you looking for an experienced and passionate video production company that values your time and resources? Then look no further. 1301 Productions specializes in creative promotional concepts that promote your product, brand, or service. Our main goal is that we can help you reach your existing clients as well as potential clients successfully. Call today to set up your free estimate. 1301 Productions, creative concepts for creative clients. For more information about 1301 Productions, give them a call at 424-835-1301.
This is Marnita from The Marnita Show. God is doing a new thing, and it's happening on Tuesdays at 12 p.m. and Saturdays at 1:30 p.m. right here on WPOP Radio, your number one inspirational source for heart and soul music. Don't you miss it.
Yes, check out The Marnita Show beginning February the 6th right here on WPOP Radio. All right, you all. I am back. I told y'all I'd be back, y'all. I told y'all I'd be back. I hope y'all have been doing well. I hope your day has been going well. Mine has been. But yeah, like I said, we had a little technical difficulty where I was getting in to, get everything started, but things got unplugged, and so hey, I'm here with y'all, and as that previous instrumental, just as long as I got you, baby, as long as y'all are here with me, we're gonna keep it moving. So what have you all been up to? What have your day been going on, y'all? At my house, before I came here to do the broadcast, but at my house they've been painting all day, and y'all, my house looks like a tornado. It looks like a tornado, and yeah, it looks like a tornado. And so I've been here, there, everywhere, trying to get this done, trying to get that done with work, and then with school, and then with my little hobbies here, and yeah, it's just been. Oh, please pray for me. Please pray for me. Please pray for me. And so, yeah, we're back on the move, y'all. We're back on the move. So, hey, speaking of back on the move, and speaking of on the move, I told y'all that I had a very important announcement to make. We have a new family member to join the W-Pop Radio family, and it is the Marnita Show, y'all. The Marnita Show, and it is hosted by a great host, Miss Marnita Coleman. And y'all, I've during the preview and whatnot, y'all, her show is just so awesome and incredible. I mean, it is very encouraging, and it's about parenting, and y'all, she's going to join the W-Pop Radio family on February the 6th, I believe. Whatever that first Tuesday, excuse me, in February is, at noon. So I'm going to play a drop from her in just a minute. We're going to go into the Inside Scoop with Red. That's where I give you my honest, my unscripted opinion on today's world and entertainment news. And also, Nina Taylor got This Week in Gospel News, so we're going to hear that. And we got an interview coming up today, and then we got the Real Talk with Red discussion. We got a jam-packed hour for you all, so please continue to roll with me as I take a little small break. Gonna play Jordan Armstrong, You Should Know, coming up next right here on the RH3 show, and then we're gonna be back with the Inside Scoop with Red with Nina, and then more from this great broadcast. All right, keep it where you got it. I'll be back in a minute.
This is Marnita from The Marnita Show with Parenting Points. Redirect your child's behavior. Okay, so who doesn't get a little distracted? Everyone does. Our children are no exception. They are easily distracted by almost anything. Instead of getting frustrated and flying off the handle, help your child by being prepared when it happens. Gently redirect them back to what and where they should be. Speak in warm tones with age-appropriate words. They will hear the love in your voice. Be sure to smile. A harsh response doesn't always equate to immediate obedience, but patience and love can create a win-win situation. We want our children to know that we are with them even when they go off task, and they can count on us to help them get it back together, okay?
For more parenting, tune in every week to The Marnita Show, right here on your favorite radio station.
You're listening to a best of broadcast of the RH3 show. For more about the broadcast, please visit the rh3show.com.
No, I'm not a writer.
Okay.
Want the latest news regarding the TV, movies, sports, politics, and music industry? It is time for the Inside Scoop with Red, right here on the RH3 show.
Wouldn't it be crazy? And would you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? And would you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? And would you still
How you doing, everybody? I'm Nina Taylor with this week's Gospel News. Jason Champion, gospel singer and one-time member of the R&B group Men at Large. A native of Cleveland, Ohio, he formed Men at Large with David Tolliver in 1992, while they were both still teens. Behind R&B hits like So Alone and Let's Talk About It, they hit the Billboard 200 with their self-titled debut album with 1994's One Size Fits All, both references to the singer's stout physiques. They released 2 more albums in 1999 and in 2007 before Champion left the group to pursue a career in gospel music. He soon signed with EMI CMG, which released the long player Reflections in the spring of 2008. The solo debut landed on the Billboard Top Gospel Albums chart that summer, and the single Always reached number 2 on the Gospel Songs charts later in the year. In 2009, Reflections was among the Grammy nominees for Best Contemporary R&B Gospel Album. After changes at the label, which delayed his follow-up album, Champion signed with Warren Campbell's My Block Records in 2013 with plans for new material. Jason currently has a song rising up the gospel music charts. Black History Month honors the contributions of African Americans to U.S. history. Black History Month is the celebration of Black history. The celebration of Black History Month began as Negro History Week, which was created by Carter G. Woodson in 1926. He was an African American historian, scholar, educator, and publisher. It became a month-long celebration in 1976. The month of February was chosen to coincide with the birthdays of Frederick Douglass and Abraham Lincoln. This week in our Black History Moment, we salute some of the great women of our history. Shirley Chisholm was the first African American woman elected to the House of Representatives. She was elected in 1968 and represented the state of New York. Self-made millionaire Madam C.J. Walker, born on a cotton plantation in Louisiana, became wealthy after inventing a line of African American hair care products. She established Madam C.J. Walker Laboratories and was also known for her philanthropy. Oscar winner in 1940, Hattie McDaniel was the first African American performer to win an Academy Award, the film industry's highest honor. She won for her portrayal of the loyal slave in Gone with the Wind. In 1992, Dr. Mae Jemison became the first African-American woman to go into space aboard the Space Shuttle Endeavour. During her 8-day mission, she worked with U.S. and Japanese researchers and was a co-investigator on a bone cell experiment. Let's continue on with our 2018 Stellar Gospel Music Award nominees. We left off at Category 17. Traditional CD of the Year: I Got Out by Brian Poppin, Let Them Fall in Love by CeCe Winans, Close by Marvin Sapp, and 10 by Ricky Dillard and New G. Urban Inspirational Single or Performance of the Year: Trust in You, Anthony Brown and Group Therapy, You Deserve It, J.J. Harrison and Youthful Praise, I'm Getting Ready, Tasha Cobbs Leonard, and You Waited by Travis Green. Music Video of the Year: Brian Purnell for You, The Dolly Express, Jermaine Dolly, Derek Blanks, We Livin', It's Still Personal, Tina Campbell, Terrence Crawley, I've Seen Him Work, Sunday Song, Anita Wilson, Terrence Crawley and Ted Wynn for Grateful, Stand in Awe by Ted Wynn. Category 20, Traditional Choir of the Year: Bishop Paul S. Morton, Legacy, Live in New Orleans, Charles Butler and Trinity, The Blood Experience, Ricky Dillard and New G, 10, and Fellowship Choir, We Win. Here's your Billboard Top 10 songs in the country. Number 10, J.J. Harrison and Youthful Praise for No Reason to Fear. Number 9, Ted Wynn, Stand in Awe. Number 8, Charles Jenkins featuring Leandria with Grace. Number 7, William Murphy, Everlasting God. Number 6, Marvin Sapp with Close. Number 5, Anthony Brown and Group Therapy, Trust in You. Number 4, Travis Green, You Waited. Number 3, Todd Delaney, Your Great Name. Number 2, Corin Hawthorne, Won't He Do It? And number 1 for 3 weeks, Jacqueline Carr with You Will Win. Well, that's your Billboard Top 10 songs this week, your list of stellar nominees, your Black History Moment, and your gospel news. I'm Nina Taylor. Let's get back to more great gospel music on this great station.
Thank you so much, Nina, for This Week in Gospel News, y'all. Thank you so much, Nina, for This Week in Gospel News. She's going to be back later on during the broadcast, you all, for an interview and a new song by Lady Lavanja Hubbard. Yeah, Lady Lavanja. So please stay tuned for that. Y'all, we would have been on, and I hate that, we couldn't, but it is what it is. Difficulties happen, things happen. It happens. And so it happened today, and it happened with me. But we're going to keep it moving, y'all. It is the, my portion of the Inside Scoop of the Red, and this is where, like I said in the beginning, where I give you my honest, my unscripted opinion on today's world and entertainment news. And with that, we have our real life topics, grown folks discussion, on what's going on in the news. And so, y'all, let's get started. I'm gonna get this out the way and just say whatever. Hold on 1 second. Trying to get something taken care of here. Where are we at? But anyway, y'all, Monique, Mo to the Neek. If y'all know who Monique is, she is, to some of my listeners who just ain't there yet with pop culture and with comedy and, or not even just there yet, just don't even listen to that type of stuff. But, Monique, she is, let me give you a backstory who she is. Monique is a comedian, and she is widely known for her role as what was her name? I know her name was just, of course, Mama, but it was, what was Miss Parker's first name? It was Kim, and I forgot Monique's name on the Parkers. But anyway, y'all, there are some some things that Nikki, that's what it was, Nikki Parker. That was some things that, let me go back. Recently, she's been in the news for her mouth, and I will say that. She's been in the news for, her mouth, and because of that, she, she has been, blackballed. And there are reasons, and there are some other reasons that I personally feel that, she has a right into a certain extent, but then it's just how the way she's going by it, if you know what I'm saying. And let me get into what I'm saying with this current thing, because I done forgot all about Monique and her other stuff, and what she, her and Lee Daniels and Tyler Perry and all of that, and the thing with the movie Precious that she was going through or whatever. But currently, y'all, she went on a tirade, I shall say, or went on online and did a video, telling folks to boycott Netflix. And the reason being is because Monique feels that she is Netflix. She want us to boycott Netflix for alleged gender and race pay disparity. Y'all, according to according to the news, over last weekend, Monique, an Academy Award winning actress, she took to Instagram calling out Netflix for offering to pay her $500,000 for a comedy special, while her fellow comedians and colleagues got considerably more. And I quote what she says. She says, quote, "I was offered $500,000 last week to do a comedy special." And she also says that, however, Amy Schumer was offered $11 million, Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock $20 million. And end quote. But Amy Schumer, as Monique points out, was offered $11 million, you all, for a Netflix comedy special after learning that Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock was offered more, double than she was. And Schumer, I was about to call her Schumacher. Schumer renegotiated her salary from $11 million to $13 million and deferred the deferred to the genius of Chappelle and Rock in saying that those two men were, quote, legends. And so, with all of that, she goes to say that when Monique brought up the discrepancy, y'all, between herself, Schumer, Netflix reportedly said, and I quote, "Well, we believe that what Monique will bring," we said. Then Monique said, "What about my resume?" And then Netflix supposedly have said, "We don't go by resumes." But Wanda Sykes, after catching wind of Monique's allegation, tweeted in support of her and saying, "Thank you for speaking out. Netflix offered me less than half of your $500K. I was offended, but founded another home, Epics." But Wanda Sykes and Monique were offered a total collabed $750,000 to Schumer's eventual $13 million. What are y'all thoughts on that? Go to my Facebook page and comment on this, facebook.com/The RH3 Show. Comment on what you think, about all of this rigmarole that Monique is going through with Netflix. And I feel, of course, she has a right to say that, but, and like I said, I don't know if I said in a text or somebody's comment on a post, Monique, this is a job. You're applying for a job, and people, of course, your resume is great. Your resume is long, but your resume can be totally different than your job performance, Monique. Totally different. You can have a resume. You can say you worked at McDonald's, or you can say you worked at Live with Kelly and Ryan, or you can say you was a producer on the Wendy Williams show, but how was your job performance? And so, of course, you may have a long resume, but your job performance, Monique, your job performance sucks. And that's my opinion. I'm sticking to it. Your job performance sucks, and that's probably what Netflix saw in you, a sucked out job performance. And maybe they don't want to put out what you've been dishing out for the past few years, which is a bunch of talk. Just because, and this is all coming from opinion, y'all, just because, Monique, you're getting, you saying that you've been, mistreated and lied on, talked about, mistreated, you've been abused, scorned, talked about, swords of bone, up, down, almost to the ground. Insert Vicky Wine as long as I got King Jesus a bit. But anyway, Monique, come on now. I understand that. And I was watching somebody's Facebook live video on yesterday, and I'm not going to go there with that because I really cannot. What he was saying is that, yes, Monique should have taken that $500,000, worked that $500,000 out. Ratings probably would have boosted. Then, of course, Netflix would have said, "Hey, Monique, you did this. What about you coming back to do another one?" Then you negotiate. Then you scoot up. Then if they don't do that or don't, go by your terms, out the door you go. Out the door you go. And that's something that I would have done. I said this, and I'll stick to this as well. Her husband, Sidney, is out here making Monique look like a plum clown because your wife is not making no money. She's getting deeper and deeper and deeper in the hole because of her mouth. And because of, of course you got to stand for something. I know that. But sometimes you win some, you lose some. And my aunt, she, God rest her soul, I love her dearly. And my uncle, he's still living. But they both told me, and, my siblings and my cousin, is that sometimes you have to, make a pay cut to get what you got to get in the door. And then once you get in there and get into that door, after that pay cut, you work that thing out and make them pay you what you're supposed to be paying. And then let your fans and everybody else speak for you. Monique, Monique, I only think Monique cursed, and she still cursed. But the only thing I liked of Monique that she did was the Parkers, and that was on UPN, and she was funny in that, and so I really liked her in that. And so, hey, I hope everything goes well with her. I don't want to see nobody, lose out on money. Nobody, work things. Nobody, lose out on money or whatever because, they've been mistreated. And so, Monique, if you feel that you've been mistreated, continue to do what you got to do and continue to, fight for what you believe. And like folks, and I hear folks been saying this for the, ever since Monique, went off on Netflix, is that some people out here that is, fussing with Monique and disagreeing with her, but she's fighting for her job, and y'all still going into a job, a 9-to-5 job, hating what you like, hating what you're doing, going in there telling your boss what you is and what you ain't gonna do, and then, for whatever, but you're not fighting for equal rights, you're not fighting for pay, but Monique is. But I feel that Monique is doing it in the wrong way, and that's my opinion. Am I gonna continue to watch Netflix? I sure enough probably will. Maybe when I get off air, I might gonna go ahead and go and watch Netflix myself. But I spend too much time on this another thing about Monique, y'all. She have said that she was one of the most, I don't want to use the right term, but she allegedly saying something to the effect of that she's the hottest comedian out here, or legend comedian, or something like that. Monique, please. Anyway, y'all, that's it. I think that's all that I have for the Inside Scoop with Red and News. Coming up next is my real talk with Red discussion, and we're going to be talking about just friends, and that's part of the biblical dating series. So in the beginning, we talked about I'll give y'all that lineup in a minute. Be back in a moment. Keep it where you got it. It is the RH3 show, y'all. I'll be back, and I'll see y'all in a few seconds. Be back in a minute.
K&B Improvement. No job too big or too small. Heaven knows we do it all. From carpet cleaning to house turnover, deep scrubbing, and more. Carpet restoration, we give you what you ask for. Reliable, reasonable, prices you can't beat. Let us serve you in all your cleaning needs, for we are dependable and neat. Call 301-379-5939. Kevin Best, www.kandbimprovement.com.
Don't let your loved ones struggle and lose everything. For life insurance is for the living, not the dead. When I lost my sister and grandmother on the same day on April 1st, yes, April Fool's Day, 1998, I was devastated. I had no extra money to take care of my sister or grandmother's burial needs, nor did I have financial resources to care for my sister's twin toddlers. No daycare money, no funds towards housing. The pain of their death was far greater than what I had anticipated. So great that my plight in life changed. I made up in my mind that I would dedicate my life to insuring families and sparing them from the heartaches and the headaches that come when one does not have insurance. Today, as a licensed agent, I am helping individuals and organizations understand how life insurance works and getting them properly insured. Today, let me, Stephanie Poplar, and my team help you obtain life coverage at a competitive rate. We carry whole life, term, mortgage protection, financial expense annuities, and we offer college funding. We also conduct a free policy review. Call Stephanie Poplar at 443-857-1549. Again, that's 443-857-1549.
All right, you guys, we are back. It is time for the Real Talk with Red discussion, and this is where I give you my honest, my unscripted opinion on today's world and entertainment news. We have real life topics, we have grown folks discussion, and during this Real Talk with Red discussion, sometimes I read letters from you guys. That's the real life. That's the Ask Red letter segment. So if you want to send me a letter, please do so. You can email me at askrh3@gmail.com. That's askrh3@gmail.com. Hold on, you guys. I need to mute the mic really quick. Hold on, just 1 second. Sorry about that, you all. Sorry about that. I had to take care of something quick. But anyway, like I said in the beginning, we are going to be talking about the biblical dating series, and this is where, for the past 2 weeks, this is the third week not 2 weeks, 2 broadcasts. This is the third broadcast. We've been talking about the biblical dating series, and our first installment of the biblical dating series, we discussed modern versus biblical dating, and that was in talks of regular street, let's say, worldly dating versus Christian dating. And they, of course, it's totally different, because some y'all, and I will say this, some Christian folks get deep down and dirty when it comes to dating than folks out in the world. Come on, y'all ain't being real with me. Come on. Seriously though. But it's different, but it's the same in the same context, because some folks, you may think that they're saved, sanctified, Holy Ghost filled, fire baptized, got Jesus on their side, and they're running for their lives, but they still doing stuff what street folks is doing, and they suppose, you got folks that's out looking in and saying, hey, they supposed to be saved, they doing this, they sleeping with this, they do, hey, well, look, the devil is busy. And some of us, Christian folks will have to, realize that and quit pointing out fingers, because we all go through stuff. But anyway, back to the biblical dating and modern. It could still be the same, and some of us, even, me, could slip up or whatever, and hey, but we got to watch that, because, the Bible talks about fornication and all of that, and, hey, we just can't do stuff what the street in the world folks is doing. Not trying to, hold ourselves up high or whatever, but it's just some stuff, hey, we can't go out and do. We cannot go out and do. Our second part, which we talked about on last Thursday, was men initiate, women respond. And when men initiate, women respond, and there we talked about how men should initiate the relationship, of course, just like, some of, let me give you a disclaimer. Some of the stuff that, about this biblical dating, it's just basically the same as, worldly dating or dating that other folks do. But it's just, orders, rules, standards, or whatever. And, some stuff we can do, some stuff we can't do. But, no matter who we are, no matter what, it's some stuff that we do, and there's some stuff, I can say that other men who are in church or not have a faith, they might have the same characteristics as a good man or a good gentleman and have, chivalry and all of that. But it's just, and I will say this, and I'm bold enough to say this, some characteristics that I have, Johnny or Billy don't have. And like I said before, look, men need to stop saying that they are looking for Ruth, and women need to stop saying that they're looking for Boaz. There's some men out here that got characteristics like Boaz, and some women out here got characteristics as Ruth. I'm not looking for Ruth. That was Boaz's woman. Women, you're not looking for Boaz. That was Ruth's man. You're looking for somebody like Red. Come on. You're looking for, probably somebody with the characteristics even better than mine. I mean, hey, look, find you your own man. Find you your own woman. Don't be looking for Boaz and don't be looking for Ruth. And I have a shirt in my closet now that I haven't worn, I don't know, since it's just clicked in my head, and it says, "Hello, my name is Boaz." No, it's not. I get what it's saying because, hey, it is what it is. I should say, look, I have characteristics as Boaz or whatever, But, I hope y'all get what I'm saying. But anyway, please, if you can, listen to my podcast on Google Play Music, and also listen to my podcast on Apple iTunes, as well as Anchor.fm and Pocket Cast, if you want to, go back and listen to those broadcasts. And they'll continue to repeat throughout the tenure and history, not the tenure, but throughout the life of the RH3 show, and I'm gonna try to put them on the website as well. So yeah, that's it. But let's get into today's discussion. We got a lot of ground to cover, and we're going to be discussing, like I said, this time just friends. And this should have been, I feel, before men initiate women response. But one of the biggest questions is that what should friendship between single men and women look like? What should it? But one of the biggest questions hover around the topic of courting and dating is the role of friendship. Like I said, what should what should friendship between a single man and woman look like, y'all? How intimate a friendship with someone of the opposite sex, is it okay? Another question, how do I move from friendship to dating? Won't the friendship be ruined if one of us expresses romantic interest in the other, and the other doesn't respond favorably? Oh, yes, it will. Prime example, and I'm going to say this and I'm going to keep moving. My last relationship ended, ended in 2016, June 2016, because it was long distance, and, it was long distance, and she didn't have her own place. She wasn't homeless, but she didn't have her own place. She was staying with somebody else, her and her children. And so, we were talking, dating or whatever. And, she and I'm not downing her. That's one thing I will not do, downing her. And I'm not even giving her name because, anyway. But, she was living here and there and everywhere. And so, we was talking, and one of the reasons that I personally feel that contribute to the breakup and the downfall of the relationship was that, her initial question to me is, once we continue on or move on to the next, whatever, how do you feel about me moving down there to North Carolina and we getting a place together? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Nope. Why? Because stuff can happen. Don't sit here and try to play me. You know why. But anyway, that was the reason why, I said that, won't friendship be ruined if one of us expresses romantic interest and the other one doesn't respond favorably? Yes. But y'all, basically the question seems to be how exactly single Christians should relate to the members of the opposite sex in that large and awkward zone between we've never met and a deliberate dating or courting relationship. Much of this is a fairly new problem, y'all, for real. I mean, I won't repeat the full history lesson here, but it happens. It happens. And then, I'm going to go and y'all, I have a plethora of stuff to get to y'all and talk. So please continue to follow me and continue to listen to me every Tuesday and Thursday from 6 to 7 p.m. and repeated on, Saturdays from 2 to 4. All right? Let's go. So is the trend toward intimate friendships between single men and women a good thing? No. No, it's not. If you haven't read, or if you haven't heard of me saying, you will, be helped or thinking through this issue by listening to what I talked about in the how is it different from modern versus dating. But y'all, friendship that invites confusion and frustrating. There are that friendship that invites confusion and frustration. You can be so good to a friend and so, catering to this friend and doing this and doing that and, being that best, especially men, especially us men, we can be so, dapper and so chivalrous, I hope that's a word, and whatever to a woman, and she may continue to think that, hey, he might like me, but that's probably far from the truth. It's not the point that I don't like you, it's just that this is just who I am, and it can cause confusion, so like Whitney Houston told Whitney Williams, watch what you say. Just watch what you say. But seriously, watch what you say and watch what you do. Don't lead folks on, and yes, it could cause confusion. But 1 Corinthians 4:1-8 admonish us not to wrong or defraud our brothers and sisters by implying a marital level of commitment. And reason why I'm saying that is doing stuff what married folks do. Ladies and gentlemen, you do not need to be doing stuff with your boyfriend that you should be doing with your husband or your wife. Men and women, you should not be doing stuff to your side piece that you should be doing to your husband or your look, quit playing with me, listeners. Quit playing with me, seriously. That's why I have not, let me go. Y'all know I'm real, and I, tell it like it is, and I keep it moving on this broadcast and say, whatever. That's why I do not play around when it comes to inviting somebody in my house really late, knowing how I could be, knowing how I am. Let me say that. Hey, for real. Look, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. I feel that, even speaking of marriage and all of that, do whatever. Y'all heard me say this plenty of times. If not, go back on my broadcast when you're talking about relationships or whatever, this, that, and the third. But I feel that do whatever you need to do to spice up your marriage. Do whatever you need to do to spice up your relationship. Playing with me. If it takes to install a pole for your marriage to work, do that. but don't do that with your boyfriend or your girlfriend. Don't be installing no poles, sliding down the pole for your boyfriend. Come on, ladies. Fella, look, tease them. Say, look, this is what you... Let's move. Oh, y'all messing with your boy. But anyway, yeah, you shouldn't be doing stuff like that to your boyfriend or girlfriend. But anyway, like I said, yes, as I mentioned before, a broad but sound implication of this passage is that defrauding could include inappropriate and emotional as well as physical intimacy. And the scripture in Romans 13:8-14 calls us to love others, to work for their soul's good, rather than looking to please ourselves. More specifically, verse 10 reminds us that love does not harm its neighbor. Yeah, it don't. But, again, in Romans, going down to the 14th, it offers us a discourse of favoring weaker brothers and sisters above ourselves, valuing and encouraging that which is good in the souls of others. Bottom line, I believe that it is extremely difficult and rare, y'all, as a practical matter, to honor these principles in a context of a close, intimate friendship between two single Christians of the opposite sex. You cannot sit here and tell me that it ain't. You can't sit up here and tell me that it's not. Seriously though. You mean to tell me, for real, set all jokes aside, you mean to tell me that, that all what you are doing, or what you want to do to your boyfriend. Come on, if you Christian, I'm talking to my brothers and sisters in Christ right now. You mean to tell me that trying to get close and intimate to your boyfriend or girlfriend and you can't resist that? If you say that you can, please let me know. Matter of fact, please tell me where you live at so I can come over here. I ain't even gonna bust you in your head. Come on, I can't do that. But anyway, come on, you lying. Telling me that you... Seriously. That's why some folks, that's why some folks don't kiss in their relationship when they are engaged, even when they're not, because they know what it's going to lead to. And this is all, again, talking to my Christian brothers and sisters. But anyway, I'm going to take a quick break, give you a flashback moment of the RH3 show. It is about basically God courtship. Alright? I'll be back. Keep it where you got it. It is the RH3 show right here on W Pop Radio, as well as other platforms. Anchor.fm, Google Play Music, Apple iTunes, and Pocket Cast. Keep it where you got it. It is the RH3 show. I'll be back in just a moment. All right?
You're listening to a best of broadcast of the RH3 show. For more about the broadcast, please visit the rh3show.com.
Let's continue to move, and if we get a caller, we'll go ahead and answer. But before, like I said, intimate friendships between men and women almost always produce confusion and frustration for at least one of the parties involved. Close friendships, by their very nature, tend to involve intensive time talking and hanging out one-on-one. They tend to involve in deep knowledge of the person's hopes, desires, and personality. They tend to involve the sharing of many aspects of each other's daily lives and routines, y'all. But in other words, they tend to involve much of the type of intimacy and companionship involved in and meant for marriage. Yet, even with this deep communication going on, at least one aspect of friendships that inherently involves a mixed message. No matter how clearly one of you both have defined of what's happening as just friends, your actions are saying, I enjoy being with you and interacting with you in a way that suggests marriage. Don't do it. Don't. You know, and don't look. I'm going to say this too. We all have our own different, and I should have played that did I play the disclaimer? Yes, I did. That's why I say the views and opinions reflects on this preceding on-air program are not necessarily the views of the staff, ownership, and management of W-Pop. But and also, you know, hey, of course we got different, you know, listeners that's listening, and all of our views is not going to be the same. I mean, they're not. You know, and that is okay, and you know, fine and dandy, because hey, we are all our own people. We are all our own people, and I cannot. You know, you have your opinion. I'm just here to give an advice. I'm here to give, you know, this Real Talk with Red discussion, and you, like I said, I give you, you know, I give you the green light to discuss whatever we're talking about with me. So just go to my Facebook page, facebook.com/The RH3 Show, and talk with me. Or, like I said, give me a call, 202-854-1819. All right? Come on. I want y'all to talk with me. I want y'all to talk with me and converse with me. And, hey, you know, we'll keep it going. All right? Let's keep it on. Let's keep it going. What else? Where did I stop at? But, I think I stopped at, the simple reality of which most people are aware, whether they admit it or not, is that in the vast majority of these types of relationships, one of the parties involved either began the friendship with romantic feelings for the other or develops them along the way. I'm in that place now. Just pray for me, y'all. Pray for me. Please. That's all I'm asking you is please. 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 But, yes. We're gonna have to make a part 2 of this. But, where we at? Let's see here. Either way, that person is now hanging onto the friendship in the hope of getting something more, despite the clear words from the other person that he or she wants nothing beyond the friendship. To the extent that one person's romantic feelings have been clearly articulated to the other, and were met with an unfavorable response, the continue in some of no man's land of good friends is arguably to take selfish advantage of the vulnerable party. Yes, I know, y'all. Yeah, I know. The person is an adult who is free and responsible to walk away if he or she is so unsatisfied. But like it or not, it tends not to work that way. Hope springs eternal, whether it should or it shouldn't. And y'all, I'm gonna sit here and tell y'all that part 3 is gonna be a part 2. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a break. Coming up next is our girl Nina Taylor. Sorry, Nina, and Lady Lavanja. We're gonna do that. The song, and we're gonna bust out of here. All right. I'll be back in a minute with Nina will be back in a minute with the interview with Lady Lavanja, and after that we're gonna close out the broadcast. All right. I hope you're with me. I hope you're still chilling with me. It is the RH3 Show. We're pushing it into almost 8 o'clock. I hate that, but hey, I love doing this. Keep it where you got it. Are you looking for an experienced and passionate video production company that values your time and resources? Then look no further. 1301 Productions specializes in creative promotional concepts that promote your product, brand, or service. Our main goal is that we can help you reach your existing clients as well as potential clients successfully. Call today to set up your free estimate. 1301 Productions, creative concepts for creative clients. For more information about 1301 Productions, give them a call at 424-835-1301.
How you doing, everybody? It's your girl, Nina Taylor from the Gospel News, and I've got, which is one of my new favorite girls on the phone, You know, we talked to her a little bit in 2017, but she's back. And I'm telling you, this song is so hot. It pays to serve Jesus. And they're blowing it up all over the country. So I said, I got to talk to her again because she ain't tell me about this. Her name is Lavanya Hubbard. How you doing, Miss Hubbard?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Wow, we're here in the Midwest right now and making our way across the country to where it's warm and then it's cold again. Where are you?
Oh, yeah. It's warm and then it's cold and it's cold.
Now, you're from Chicago, right?
Yes, I am. Chicago, Illinois.
So you know all about all this crazy cold weather, you know?
Oh, I most certainly do.
So what's going on in Chicago right now? Have they got any snow going on?
Well, it's a little warm. It's still snow on the ground. It's a little warm. It's like 50-something degrees, but it's going back cold. It just gave me a little rest.
Yeah, it's giving
a little peace.
Chicago has winter for real. We know that, right?
Oh, yeah. We don't play with it. It's called a windy city. Yeah. They're going to give us another name.
Okay. Well, you sang with Ricky Dillard, and tell everybody some of the people that you sang with over the years.
Well, I'm still singing with Ricky Dillard.
You're still singing with him?
Ricky. Yes, what I can. And but I have sang with Chicago Mass in, I want to say 1995 or 96. I did a single, and it was a title cut, Call 'Em Up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I've sang with Sweet Holy Spirit, which is my current church choir right now, and the Bishop Larry Darnell Trotter. I've sang with Dexter Walker, who did a song with them on their recording. So listen, the Lord has just been blessing me, and they haven't stopped, and I've just been blessed to do my own solo projects.
Well, it is an awesome project. Okay, now who wrote the song, first of all?
Okay, the songwriters of the song is Percy Gray and Tony Tidwell.
Okay.
I know you're familiar with those two guys.
Absolutely.
Award, Stellar Award, Grammy nominated.
Absolutely.
Winners.
Yeah, who doesn't know Percy?
Absolutely. Yeah, so Percy Gray and Tony Tidwell wrote that song, It Pays. And Gerald Gray produced the project.
Okay.
So you just blessed. That's the second project they had produced for me. But that song was both Percy Gray and Tony Tidwell.
That's
and
awesome.
everywhere I go, they love it.
Now, did they write it just for you, or was it a song they just kind of had and said, maybe she'll like this?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a question I need to ask. Did they write it just for me, or did they already have that? I never heard it before. I never heard it.
No.
You know, most of these songwriters, they'll do a song and they'll fix it up different kind of ways.
Yeah. And
I just about know, I think, every one of Chicago songwriters' songs, but I never heard this one before, so I'm just going to say they did it just for me.
Okay.
And I would like to think that.
What has been the response?
Because, you know, it really do pay to serve Jesus.
It does. Yeah.
It pays to follow him. It pays to trust him.
Now, have you had the opportunity to perform it live yet?
Yes, I have so many times, and I'll be featured. We did a taping on Windy City Live. Are you familiar with that show?
I am.
I've been able to. I've sang it everywhere. Matter of fact, that's my third single, so I've been singing it everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Live. I did a thing for a college, ITT in Chicago, and sang it for that. It was amazing. It's all on Facebook.
Okay. Well, everybody's going to check that out. Well, the song is called It Pays to Serve Jesus.
Thank you so much. God bless you. And I'm so happy and I'm so humbled. I'm so thankful that this song is blessing you. I'm in Chicago. Wherever you are, it pays to serve Jesus. Yeah.
All right. Thanks for being on the show today.
Thank you for having me. It's such a pleasure.
It does pay to serve Jesus. Here is Lady Lavanya Hubbard with It Pays to Serve Jesus. We'll be back to close out today's broadcast. Y'all, she remind me of old sister girl that sings the song, Only God Can Do It. Do it. Only God can do it. Here's Lady Lavanya Hubbard with It Pays to Serve Jesus, and I'll be back with the closeout of the broadcast. Keep it when you got it.
Y'all. To serve. Ooh, it pays to serve Jesus. It
that's all that I have for you. Just join me on Thursday from 6 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And before that, matter of fact, join me at 5:45, around 5:30. I got an interview with one of our new programmers that'll be coming on W Pop Radio. So keep it where you got it. More of W Pop after the RH3 show. It is 7:50. Keep it where you got it. I love you all for real, and I'll see y'all on Thursday where we continue this part of our series talking about just friends, and then we're gonna go into the second part. Alright, I love you all for real, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace, party people. Haha. See you later. Peace.
Go ahead, 'cause I know I gotta give it up. If anybody wanna come and praise the Lord,
switch my old status, that's from sinner to saint. As winners we can't live by the pictures they paint, because they know their own inner is taint. So we must live out our lives with a sense of restraint, which means do I live and we ain't. We are controlled by the flesh, we're depicted as quaint, and pray without a quitter's complaint, and being able to turn down your dinner at 8. That means you gotta pay, because the price that he paid for me gave to me my freedom, so I'm not in slavery. Christ made a way for me, grace me then paid for me. Go way back to God through the life that he gave for me, and made me able to switch. Our lives were in darkness, they came with a switch, so we don't walk like we used to, talk like we used to. Called us for honor, and he'll do it for you too. Yeah,
I know I gotta praise him now, praise him 'cause he called me to switch. Go ahead, 'cause I know I gotta give it up. If anybody wanna come and praise the Lord, I know I gotta praise him now, praise him 'cause he called me to switch. Go ahead, 'cause I know I gotta give it up. If anybody wanna come and praise the Lord, praise him 'cause he called me to switch. I know I gotta praise because he set me free. Christ said he paid free me at Calvary, so I'm gonna dance if there's no stopping me. Don't ever change 'cause I got victory. So go ahead and praise him 'cause he's been so good. Give him all the glory like you know you should. Don't worry about them haters, they can't stop you if they could. So go ahead, get crazy, praise him like you would. I gotta praise him now, praise him 'cause he called me to switch. Go ahead, 'cause I know I gotta give it up. If anybody wanna come and praise the Lord, praise him 'cause he called me to switch. I know I gotta praise him now, praise him 'cause he called me to switch. Go ahead, 'cause I know I gotta give it up. If anybody wanna come and praise the Lord, praise him 'cause he called me to switch.
Peace, party people. See you later.
I'm saying bye-bye.
Good night. This has been an encore presentation, a best of broadcast of RH3 Productions. For more about me or the broadcast, you can visit my website at therh3show.com.